Hey, it's Scotch Test Dummies. I'm Scott.
Bart.
2023 Buffalo Trace Antique Collection, George T. Stagg. It's a whopper.
Ooh, big high ABV. We're going to test it.
Burger King Whopper style.
Like a man style.
All right.
We never quite know what we're going to say. What do you mean Burger King Whopper?
Because I said it's a Whopper. I go,
Oh, 'cause it's
2023.
regular Whopper.
But yeah, it's a Whopper.
all right,
It's a Whopper.
Yeah. I was like,
Burger King style.
Yeah. I think in Europe, don't they call it what do they call it? They don't have a quarter pounder.
Oh, it's a Le Royale
That's right, a Le Royale.
with cheese.
God, and everybody knows what a $5 shake tastes like now.
Oh, $5. Yeah, $5.
They're all $5. No. Back in the day when that was crazy.
Pulp Fiction reference there. John
those
Travolta's
that don't
character. Yeah, he's like a $5 milkshake. Is there whiskey in it?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, now it's like
Now it's like, what?
$5.
My coffee's 20.
You'd be glad. $5 is that all?
I know. Have you seen the commercial where he's Santa walking
Yeah.
through New York? He looks great. I
Doing the
wanna see him.
1970s, his
He's
Staying
dancing.
Alive.
I want to see him in a show like that now. That
Damn.
needs to be a new Christmas show. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got moves. God dang.
All right, let's get to the whiskey.
Sorry. People are really yelling.
George T. Stagg, one of my favorites. Probably to me, the best bourbon.
Well, it's great. But you know, I have a special place.
I should have placed a bet. I know.
What? Kentucky Deluxe.
You're gonna say we need to compare this to Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. I know it's gonna come up.
I like the
We're
way
not.
you talk.
We're
What?
not gonna.
That
do
was a great suggestion you had.
All we need to review is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof and Ardbeg 10.
Yes.
That's the only two whiskeys in the world, according to
Good.
Bart.
That's all you would need on a desert island. Just
Anyway.
those two.
We used to see this every year,
Ooh, it smells great.
and then it became really rare.
Yes.
We had a hard time getting this from our old whiskey shop.
Well, like hard time, you mean none.
Yeah.
Bastards.
We switched over to R&J Discount Liquor here in Wichita. They take care of us. Actually, we've got this and the Thomas H. Handy
Shut up.
BTAC to do.
Wow, shut the door.
Yep.
You crazy.
But I bought them with my own money too, so you
you
can't.
son of a...
You don't.
We gotta split them. Nope.
Dustin goes, "You want these on the Dummies card?" I go, "No,
No.
I'm paying for these." And then I don't have to fight with
That's
Bart.
right. He
over
just
who
keeps
gets
them. He just keeps
But
them.
anyway, George T. Stagg, one of the best. This one, this year's is 67.5% ABV.
Yeah, it's a beast.
They used to put the age on the back of these. They quit doing that a few years ago, but these are 14, 15, maybe 16 years old.
Of course, you don't know.
Barrels mixed.
Could be 7.
Well, it's online. They do put it online. I haven't researched that to find out.
You know what? We don't do the research.
That's right. So you have to.
Bam, meaning you. So nose is awesome.
I did sample this one. Dustin hadn't had this one, so we cracked it in the
Nice.
store.
That's
Yeah.
why he loves you. All those brown sugars, cinnamon.
Cherries.
Yeah.
Yeah, brown sugar, cinnamon, just a blast.
Nice oak
Dark.
curling through there.
Fudge,
Man, that is good.
a nutty fudge with walnuts.
It's a good thing you owe me. I might take it. Actually, I got plenty of whiskey.
No, good news. Hopefully this doesn't disappoint, but I already have a clue.
You do. You try to. Woo! Wowzer. That jumps at you right on the front. Woo! All right. Finish is a little spice and oak. I'm going to let you come back. I got to recome on that. Return to is what I meant to say. Sorry. Almost gave you a spit take. Ooh. Wow.
As soon as you take a sip, you get that on the tongue. You can feel those oak tannins starting to set in. This is a good addition. This is a good release. Whopper. Here we are back to that Burger King Whopper style. Cinnamons and brown sugars and spice, just front to finish.
Everything nice.
And everything nice. soaking in, setting in, great finish on this one. This is where the age comes from, where you can tell on a whiskey.
Yeah.
When that finish hangs in there and lingers like this one is doing.
Velvety elk antler mouthfeel. The front end, I got a little bit of Caro syrup and medicine a little bit. I think it's just because it's so high. Let me proof her down a little bit.
It doesn't feel 67. 67 is high.
It is.
It doesn't feel 67. It feels high, but
Yeah.
not quite 67.
I think I
might think 59, 60.
60. I can tell blind it would be in the 60s. It's that first kiss that gets you. So, trying to see. The finish lingers. I get a little bit of that buttered popcorn pretty far out. I mean, we're like 30 seconds in here. Yeah, buttered popcorn lingers around. And still some spices.
That's what I like with the Staggs, and this is why this is one of my all-time favorites. This is, I mean, you can just tell up front. And the thing is, though, too, it's not over-oaked. This hasn't been, like, some of these you're going to get a lot more oak when they get up there 14, 15, 16 years. This is just a great balance of all those bourbon notes. It's just so compressed in there. It's just so, you know.
Have you had this with water?
I have not yet.
I'm going to hold my statements until you have.
I bet it must be bringing out the oak. Well, you can say.
All right, I didn't want to taint your opinion. I said taint 3 times in there. I didn't want to taint your opinion. Yeah, it's brought out a lot more oak, which is not toward my liking.
Neat. This is outstanding. This is just what you look for, just what you want.
I'm going to have to.
Chocolates and fudges.
Yeah, I get a little bit of chocolate. But
Cherry,
almost like a
rich cherry.
semi-sweet. I get like a semi-sweet dark chocolate.
Black cherry. Cinnamons galore.
I'm not upset that you bought this with your own money. So, because I bet you this, we'll get to it. I bet you this is, really? I don't like it with the water.
Oh, yeah.
I've really watered it down now.
Ooh. Wow. That's actually burning a little bit more with the water. I wouldn't say that's more oaky. No, I mean, it's just expanded all of those notes that are in there. It's more velvety, more viscous.
More oaky.
Ah.
But that's up to you. You don't have to add any water to it. I get a lot more oak. It's like I get more of like an oak wood chip. Not a wood chipper, but I added even more water. It's brought down that ABV. Didn't change anything else. I still get spices. I get a lot more oak. I would not add water to this if I was sipping your bottle more.
You won't.
I know. I probably will never touch this again. Yeah, well, that's my deal. For those of you that know, I don't enjoy the oak flavors, which means I'm a cheap bourbon date generally. Although there is another one that's 12 years at least that doesn't give me oak issues.
I've got 2 drops of water on mine. It's just as good. It's not worse for the wear, as you would say.
I get a little bit of a cola note in the finish, which I didn't get before I added water. And then again, the buttered popcorn, still nice, but this would not be in my, this is not in my.
That's delicious. It's a little bit more astringent now with a couple drops of water on it. I can really feel it like drying out the back of my mouth, which wasn't there. Neat, just compacted with flavor, just exploding. Still is with water too. I actually, for 67%, and I really think I usually add water. I'll bring mine down to the 50-55% range is where most of the time my palate likes things. This one I would drink neat at 67% and not look back.
That's twice I dumped on you. Notice how I did that. The other one, you'll have to watch a different episode. It's still good, but the oak is not my wheelhouse, and I oaked it up more by adding the water. I do not want any more. We could talk more about Kentucky Deluxe. That's a joke. I can see why people like it. This is, if you are not a fan of oak, I'm not sure this would be worth the price for you. But to each their own. That is just me. I'll let you talk because
I thought you were coming in with your score. I was waiting.
I wasn't sure you were ready for scores yet. I thought you had some more things to say on taste. So you're going to blast me on this because I don't really enjoy the flavor on this. I still recognize it's good, it's quality, it's aged. For me, though, this is an 84. Ooh. This doesn't do anything for me. This does nothing for me at all.
Perfectly well within your rights to rank it at 84.
Thank you.
I'll give it a 94.
A 94. That's one of your highest scores ever. 94. Yeah. 94 on this for you. I figured you'd be at a 92. 94.
I was debating 93, 94. It's right in there. It's better than I expected. It's good. This is a great release from Stagg.
94.
Yeah.
That's
good. It's
what's your highest score ever?
And in the bourbon realm, 94.
In the bourbon realm. So you have different realms.
Sure.
Okay.
Scotch. Peated Scotch. Sharing Scotch.
Realms. Realm. I think I have a realm.
It's a multiverse of realms.
Got it. So
for a bourbon, 94. No doubts.
I have a rye ranking realm that only covers the West Coast.
Your bourbon realm is ranked on ECDP.
And rare breed. I like me some wild turkey.
Your Scotch realm is based on Ardbeg 10.
It's basically the Isle of Isla. I think I said island twice.
I don't know if there's the Isle of Isla.
An isle is an island, I believe.
Region.
Yeah. The Isle of Skye.
There's the Isle
I know,
of Skye.
so it's an island. Isn't Isla itself means island, I think. So I doubled down. It's the island.
The Isle.
It's the island for me. Yeah, you need to talk more.
Retail's $120.
That's a good price at the
well worth it. Well worth it.
What's it going for secondary? $350.
Oh no, higher than that.
Oh my God!
That has been for a few years. That's a $500, $600, $800 bottle.
Stupid. Vodka needs to make a resurgence.
Whipped cream flavored vodka.
Yes, yeah, you can come in and get you some Hypnotic.
Well worth it. Of course, if you can find it, if you get it. Thanks to R&J Discount Liquor. They appreciate our business.
They do. They appreciate, and I appreciate trying it. And the best thing I can tell you folks, if you're not into the oak in your bourbons, you're missing absolutely nothing.
You're missing out.
No, you're not. No FOMO here, baby. No FOMO here. I'm so glad you spent your own money on this.
Love the oak.
You know what? We can use dummy funds to go back to the Isle of Isla.
Go to ScotchTestDummies.com. You can pick up merchandise, shirts, hats, glasses, dropper sets, all kinds of stuff. It helps support the show. It keeps the lights on, keeps the whiskey coming, along with Patreon.
You can go to Patreon. You can support for $1 a month, $1 a show. You can go up to 2, 3, or you can even pick your own number. It doesn't matter. You can make it whatever you want. Scotch it. You Scotch gods.
Cilantro. Dummies.
Thumb it.